What is up, everybody? It's your boy Kyle back at it again with another video. It's officially Christmas time. I'm the kind of person that takes down my Halloween decorations November 1st and puts up the Christmas tree. I've never heard of Thanksgiving. I don't even know what that means, but it is the season of giving. So just as a reminder, we are giving away a free cruise for 4 people when we hit 10,000 subscribers. But enough of that, let's get right into the video. We all know when you cruise during hurricane season, you're taking a slight risk and saving some money, but the people on the Royal Caribbean Explorer really took a lesson today and probably will never sail again during hurricane season. I'm always one to take advantage of a good deal, but after seeing some of the footage that was from the ship, I think I might rethink everything. Thousands of guests were excited to travel across the Atlantic on the Explorer of the Seas, and they were met with a sudden squall. So if you aren't familiar with what a squall is, I wasn't. It is an increase in winds. So the winds were sustaining around a 45-mile-an-hour range, which is a little windy in the grand scheme of things, but it isn't anything that a giant steel ship can't stand. However, suddenly they increased to an 86-mile-an-hour gust, which is the definition of a squall, when wind picks up suddenly. So you learned something here today. This sudden wind caused a rogue wave to smash into the ship. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the movie Poseidon, but this is the exact scenario that happens. A rogue wave comes, hits the ship, and it is an utterly terrifying sight. I won't ruin that movie for you, but I highly recommend putting it on your watch list, especially if you love cruising. And as a passenger, this probably has to be one of the most frightening experiences. I cannot relate, but if you're standing up straight and all of a sudden your entire world rotates 30 degrees, that could be extremely concerning. And it would be even more concerning because you didn't have any heads up from the captain or any crew, because this is a rogue wave. This came on suddenly. So this rogue wave was so strong that it took this 200,000 ton ship and forced it to remain at a 30-degree angle for a sustained period of time. Now I'm here to tell you guys that fortunately no one was killed on this accident, and thank God, because if somebody was walking on the top deck and this rogue wave came, or they were taking a selfie by the railing, this could have ended really badly for those people. Right after this incident happened, the captain asked for everyone to go back to their room so they can ensure that there was a proper head count conducted, which kudos to the captain. I'm not sure if this is in their training, but just thinking about all the passengers and making sure everyone was accounted for is great. And thank God all passengers were accounted for. However, there were multiple people injured because of this occurrence. And because of these injured people, the captain had to change the route from heading to Miami back to where they came in the Canary Islands. If you're not sure where that is, that's kind of close to Africa. I'm just here dropping a little bit of knowledge today. I'm just a whole book. Those passengers were offloaded to go get medical attention, and the ship had to restock supplies because, well, if you watch the footage from the ship, almost everything that was not tied down or bolted down to the floor was pretty much destroyed. And after watching this specific clip, why isn't all the liquor behind locking doors or just cabinets that have a latch on them? Because you're on a moving ship, and I feel like this is a prime example of why you would have things behind a door. Anyway, once they got back to port, restock supplies, there were a few people that opted off the sailing because they were scared for their life, and they figured that this transatlantic cruise was not worth risking their life anymore over. Which I guess is fair, but honestly, if I paid for a week-long, 2-week-long cruise, I don't care. I'm getting on that ship, I will be riding out those rocky waters, and we're going to be taking full advantage of the drink package. I know this experience was probably traumatizing to the people that had to endure it, but this is a freak accident. This does not happen often. The reason this is making news is because this is a 1 in a million chance of it happening. All cruise ships, especially ones that have come out in the last couple of years, are equipped with incredibly modern technology for detecting weather patterns and communications, so there really isn't anything to ever worry about, especially when you're on a cruise ship. Honestly, it's probably one of the safer places to be when there is a hurricane, because they do navigate them so frequently during hurricane season. But I have to ask the question, if you guys have ever been on a cruise before, what is the worst experience you've ever had? Not when it comes to dining, when it comes to food, when it comes to entertainment, but the actual cruise itself. One time when we were going to Bermuda, the Bermuda waters are pretty choppy, and a majority of the passengers for a couple of sea days were in their cabin. They had to be prescribed some motion sickness medication because they didn't feel great, but that was my worst experience. I can't imagine this happening What is yours? I'm really curious. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for making it this far in the video. We have a bunch of trips coming up that we have booked before the new year and in the beginning of January and March. So we have a ton of content coming out. We are on our road for 10,000 subscribers. If you could subscribe if you've made it this far, we would greatly appreciate it. And potentially you could win a cruise. So make sure you do so, not only for me. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and peace.